Hello everyone, Jonathan Schlack, EAS&Weather here. I'm sorry I didn't have a video update yesterday, and I'm sorry I've been a bit slow on my channel lately. Just had a lot of stuff going on, but I'm here now, so let's get to it. We have 6 different areas where we have a marginal risk for severe storms today, and I'm going to go over them. There's one that goes across most of Minnesota, most of Wisconsin, northeastern Iowa, and the extreme, very far western extreme, western panhandle, or peninsula of Michigan, I should say. Right up here, okay? That's where one of the marginal risk areas is. And going over here to southeastern Michigan, the southeastern half of Michigan, I should say, eastern half of Indiana, all of Ohio, the extreme north central part of Kentucky, extreme northwestern West Virginia, western Pennsylvania, and far western New York State. That is where we have another marginal risk for severe storms in place. The third marginal risk area covers the extreme eastern part of the panhandle of West Virginia, central Maryland, Washington, D.C., and north central Virginia. Another marginal risk area covers the southern half of Maine and eastern New Hampshire. Here we have another marginal risk area, I should say. And we have one that covers east central Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and extreme southwestern Alabama for a marginal risk for severe weather. And finally, we have a marginal risk that covers southern Texas for today. So, anyway, going over to the risk today, and we do have a 2%. The only area that has a tornado risk is across parts of the Atlantic, more specifically, the far eastern part of the West Virginia Panhandle, central Maryland, Washington, D.C., and north central Virginia. That is where we have a 2% tornado risk. Just because it's only a 2% chance doesn't make it 0. It does not make it 0. If there's a number above 0, there is a risk. 1 or above is a risk. Okay, so if a tornado does develop in this area, it'll be very brief and short-lived. So, and going over to the wind assessments for today, they're within those 6 marginal risk areas I just, described. There is a 5% chance within those areas to see wind gusts of 58 miles per hour or higher from thunderstorms today. So, and going over to the hail probabilities, there are 4 areas where we have a 5% chance of hail of an inch in diameter or larger. So we have one hail risk area that goes across much of Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin, and the extreme west central part of the upper peninsula of Michigan. So, and we have another area of a 5% large hail risk across eastern Michigan, extreme northeastern Indiana, northern Ohio, and extreme northwestern Pennsylvania, as you can see here. So, and going over here to the southern half of Maine and eastern New Hampshire, that is where we have a 5% hail risk of an inch in diameter or larger. So, and we have another hail risk area, large hail risk area I should say, across southern Texas. So, those are the threat areas for today. And the summary indicates strong storms are possible across portions of the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, parts of southern and coastal Texas, and southern Mississippi. So, that's the summary for today, and I'm going to go over tomorrow's outlook real quick. And the only area that has a risk for severe storms tomorrow is across southeastern Florida. Okay? So, right in there. That is where we have a marginal risk for severe storms tomorrow. So, and the tornado threat is basically under 2% across all areas of the U.S., and the wind probabilities are less than 5%. It doesn't mean you can't see, gusty winds that are 30, 40 miles per hour from, as far as garden variety winds. Maybe isolated higher gusts, but, I wouldn't expect 58 miles per hour higher, but who knows, right? And going over to the hail, that's really the only threat for tomorrow, is the hail across that marginal risk in southeastern Florida for tomorrow. So, and I'm not going to even bother reading the summary because, I just don't see a point. There's really only one area that has a risk for severe storms tomorrow, and that's across southeast Florida. But just remember, just because it's only a marginal risk, it does not make it a zero chance. It does not mean you can't get severe weather. There can still be severe weather, and there have been times where there have been some severe storms in general thunderstorm risk areas. So don't let your guard down just because you're in a marginal or a general thunderstorm risk. Anyway, areas affected, monitor the weather conditions, and if there are any upgrades from the Storm Prediction Center today, I will put out another video update later if I can. If not, I will have another update tomorrow. Take care and have a great day.